What would it be like to be able to get what we truly desire from life? Imagine having the ability to manifest your deepest dreams, to attract abundance, love, and happiness effortlessly. Sounds too good to be true? Well, it isn't. In this story, through a Zen tale of Buddhist wisdom, we will discover the secret to unlocking the power of the law of attraction and transforming your life beyond your wildest imagination. And if you stick around to the end of this story, we'll reveal a simple yet profound technique that can radically change your reality and help you attract everything your heart desires. This technique has helped countless people achieve extraordinary success, and we're confident it will work for you too. But before continuing, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to know when we publish new content for your spiritual growth. A sweet scent of incense wafted through the cool morning air, mingling with the fine mist that clung to the cherry blossoms in the temple garden. Inside the main hall, whose weathered walls were decorated with intricate tapestries depicting scenes from the life of Buddha, a motley group had gathered. They came from all walks of life, young and old, rich and poor, hopeful and desperate. They had all come to hear the wisdom of Master Roshi, a venerable Buddhist monk known for his profound insight and calming presence. Roshi, whose name meant Old Master, was a legendary figure in the region. He was said to be over 100 years old, yet he wore his age with a grace that belied his years. His eyes, though clouded by cataracts, still shone with keen intelligence and deep compassion. His voice, though soft, carried the weight of countless years of contemplation and understanding. As the sun rose, casting long golden rays through the lattice windows, Roshi entered the hall. He moved with deliberate slowness, his simple brown robes rustling slightly with each step. The crowd rose in unison, bowing their heads in respect. Roshi took his place on a raised cushion and waited for everyone to be seated. "Welcome," he said, his voice echoing in the silent room. "You have gathered here today seeking guidance. You seek the path to peace, fulfillment, happiness. You want to know how to attract the things you desire, how to manifest your dreams into reality." A murmur of agreement ran through the crowd. Everyone leaned forward, eager to absorb Roshi's words. "The answer, my dears," Roshi continued, "lies in the art of letting go." Eyebrows rose and a wave of confusion swept through the room. How could letting go be the key to attracting what you desire? It seemed counterintuitive, paradoxical. Roshi smiled, sensing their confusion. "Let me explain," he said. "Most of you believe that attracting the things you desire means holding on tightly to them, holding on with all your might. You believe that with strong desire and iron determination, you can bend the universe to your will. But I'm here to tell you that that's not the way it works. In fact, it's just the opposite. It's when you let go of your grip, when you release your attachment to the outcome, that you create space for the things you truly desire to come into your life." Roshi paused, letting his words sink in. "Think about it," he continued. "When you make a tight fist, what happens? Your hand tightens, it becomes rigid. You can't receive anything in that state. Only when you open your hand, when you release your grip, can you receive the gifts the universe has to offer." "But how do we let go?" asked a young woman in the crowd. "How do we give up the things we want so much?" "The key," replied Roshi, "is to understand the nature of desire itself. Desire, in its essence, is a state of lack. It is a feeling that you don't have enough, that you are not enough. It is a ceaseless longing for something outside of yourself to make you feel complete. When you are caught in the cycle of desire, you are like a thirsty man chasing a mirage in the desert. The more you run towards it, the further it goes. You will never find fulfillment that way because you are looking for happiness in the wrong place." True happiness, true fulfillment, is not found in external things. It is not found in money, power, fame, or even love. It is found within you. It is your natural state, your birthright. Roshi's words resonated deeply with the audience. They had spent their lives searching for happiness everywhere, only to come up empty-handed. Letting go, Roshi explained, doesn't mean giving up on your dreams. It doesn't mean becoming passive or apathetic. It means releasing your attachment to the outcome. It means trusting that the universe will provide you with what you need, when you need it. It means cultivating a sense of inner peace and contentment, regardless of external circumstances. It means finding joy in the present moment, rather than constantly putting off your happiness for the future. But how can we cultivate this inner peace? Asked an elderly man in the crowd. How can we find contentment when we are surrounded by so much suffering and uncertainty? The answer, my dear, said Roshi, is the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It is the art of being fully present in your life, experiencing all that it has to offer, both pleasure and pain, joy and sorrow, without trying to cling to it or to turn away. When you practice mindfulness, you begin to see things more clearly. You begin to see that your thoughts and emotions are like clouds passing across the sky. They are not permanent. They are not real. They are just mental events that come and go. And when you stop identifying with your thoughts and emotions, you begin to experience a deep sense of peace and freedom. You realize that you are not your mind. You are not your body. You are awareness, consciousness, which is the basis of everything. Roshi fell silent, letting his words sink in. The crowd was silent, lost in thought. The practice of mindfulness is not easy, Roshi continued. It requires patience, discipline, and perseverance, but it is the most rewarding practice you can undertake. Because it is practice that leads you to true freedom. It is practice that helps you let go of your attachments, your fears, your doubts. And it is practice that opens you to the infinite gifts that the universe has to offer. As the sun rose in the sky, casting long golden shadows on the floor, Roshi led the audience in a guided meditation. He instructed them to close their eyes, focus on their breathing, and observe the rising and setting of their thoughts and emotions without judgment. The room filled with a deep sense of stillness. The only sound was the soft chirping of the birds outside and the rustling of leaves in the wind. After what seemed like an eternity, but was actually only a few minutes, Roshi spoke again. As you go on your way today, he said, remember the things you have learned here. Remember that the key to attracting the things you desire is to let go. Remember that true happiness, true fulfillment, is not found in external things. It is found within you. It is your natural state, your birthright. And remember that the practice of mindfulness is the path to inner peace, to freedom, to joy. It is the path to a life lived fully, in abundance, in harmony with the universe. The crowd rose, their hearts filled with gratitude and hope. They bowed to Roshi, thanking him for his wisdom and guidance. As they left the hall and returned to the world, they carried Roshi's words with them. They knew the journey would not be easy, but they were determined to make it. Because they had learned that the secret to attracting the things they wanted was not to hold on tighter, but to let go. And in that letting go, they had found the key to true freedom and happiness. Now, as promised, here is the technique that can radically change your reality and help you attract everything your heart desires. Every day, spend a few minutes visualizing your desires as if they were already fulfilled. Experience the emotions of gratitude and joy as if you already had what you wanted. Then, release all attachment to the outcome, trusting that the universe will bring you what is best for you in the perfect way and at the perfect time. Practice this exercise consistently and watch as your life begins to transform in ways you never imagined possible. They had realized that their spirits had grown and that their lives would be forever changed, just like yours.